This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. It's Wednesday, so that means we're having a little bit of a theory lesson, and all of these theory lessons are basically responses to viewer requests. So if you have any theory-related queries or things that are puzzling you, then just get in touch. You can see the email address, or the website rather, there on screen. You can drop me an email via the website, and I'll be more than glad to help. So the other day I got this request from a chap called Mark.
Hi John, just a suggestion for your theory series. How about doing a video on what each of the modes sound like? Ionian one week, then Dorian the next, etc, etc. Thanks in advance, Mark. P.S. I do hope you're well.
What a great idea. Yes, I've done videos in the past on, the overall kind of theory of modes, but I've never really done any series of individual videos on this one is what this mode sounds like and that one is another mode and so on. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to start right at the beginning today with the Ionian mode. But first of all, a little bit of background information, how I figured this stuff out basically. Pretty early on, let me just move this microphone out of the line of sight of the what my hands are doing. Fairly early on, I discovered this little trick. Just that that little pattern of chord changes seemed to be occurring everywhere, whether it was Summertime Blues by Eddie Cochran or Wild Thing by the Trogs or whatever. It was a fairly widespread little pattern of moves. And the other thing that I discovered was that each one of these three major chords has its relative minor. So A major, in this case, drops down and becomes F sharp minor for its minor key or its relative minor guise. D major becomes B minor, and E major becomes C sharp minor. So that gave me three major chords, A, D and E, and three minor chords, F sharp minor, B minor and C sharp minor. So you put those into ascending order, starting from A, you get A major, B minor, C sharp minor, D major, E major, and F sharp minor. And I later found out there's another chord in there as well, based on the G sharp note that's in the scale, the G sharp half diminished, or minor 7 flat 5. Which takes you back to G. But don't worry about that weird chord at the end there. We're not going to be really using that or discussing it for the most part. So those six chords, the three majors and the three minors, are effectively the backbone of the key of A major. And what you can do with that key of A major is bias that collection of chords to one or other of those six chords that are in it. And when you are in the Ionian mode, what you're doing is basically biasing towards the A major chord. So just write the chord sequence using these chords here. And as long as all roads lead back to that A major chord, as long as that is what we call the tonality, the chord that everything sounds settled and resolved when you kind of land on it, then you're in the key of A major and you are focusing on the one chord that puts you into what we call the Ionian mode. The Ionian mode is just another way of saying the key of, essentially, in real terms. So if you say you're in the mode of A Ionian, you are in the key of A major. That's basically what it amounts to. And as I say, any little chord sequence that you can come up with based on those chords that heads back to the A major chord, that is the Ionian mode. And here's a little chord sequence that does exactly that I prepared earlier. So there you go, that is the sound of the Ionian mode. Probably very familiar to you because, let's face it, it is the sound of every rock power ballad ever written, really, isn't it? Where would REO Speedwagon have been without the Ionian mode? Anyway, if you fancy having a play over that, then I will be putting the chord chart for that little track and the track itself and some scale patterns that you can use to play over the top of it. All of that will be up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is, of course, in the description. It's only $3 a month and you get access to all of these extra resources that go along with these little YouTube lessons. Thank you so much to everybody who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are linked down below in the description. On Sunday, I'm basically going to be having a little bit of a noodle over this track myself to show you the kind of lead guitar things that you can get up to with the Ionian mode. It's a lovely sound, very kind of sweet and melodic, as you will find out on Sunday, or if you have a go at it yourself before then. And that is pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video, found it useful, informative, and maybe even a little bit inspiring. And if you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? Don't forget the live stream on Friday, 5 PM UK time, as I'm sure you know, where we sit and drink beer and talk about music and guitars for an hour or so. It's a great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.